Good morning to everybody. Today is raining, so it's the good day to show you the little brother of the upstone families. This is the bigger R2 and this is the smaller RS. Today we will sharpen the swilling. This is the most used knife. It still has some sharpness, as we can see. It cuts, okay, but in this area it's a little bit dull and it doesn't cut anymore with the push cut. If we try to do like this, you see it's not cutting well. And first of all, we have to install the blade into the system. We use the two screws to adjust the how wide we want the clamp. So this is quite a big knife, so we go maximum, not maximum, a little bit less, like this. We tight, then we have to tighten this screw because this is the preload of the spring to rotate the system. If we unloose the spring, it's gonna be easier. If we tighten the spring, it's gonna be harder. So the more we push on the knife, the more we have to preload the spring. Make sure when you fix the knife that when you rotate, the tip doesn't touch the base of the sharpener. Then you take a red marker and you do like this and like this to know exactly where you are sharpening. We will start with 600 silicon carbide upstone stone, just because the blade is not really dull, or I don't have deep chips in the edge. So I try to use a 600 stone that it's in between from a rough stone to do the edge when you have to work a lot, and a polishing stone because you use stones from 100 around to 1000 to grind the edge, and then if you go up on 1000 you polish the edge and you have a better finish and a better sound, a better slicing performance. So we install the magnet, put the stone into the stone holder, and then we have to measure the angle. How you measure the angle? You put your digital gauge on the 0 level, okay, you press 0, then you put the blade in the position, and now it's 13.4. We put some water on the stone, and then we check. We check where we are going to sharpen. Now you see the red mark disappear when you grind with the stone. A little bit more on the tip. Then we check what we have done. So we clean a little bit the edge and we feel with the finger like this. If we start to feel a little bit of burr, I can feel the burr in this area, but not on the tip. So it means that I have to concentrate more on the tip. Of course, if you use a coarser stone like this one, it's 120, you will grind more material, it's gonna be quicker, but then you have to work more with other stone to clean the bevel. Now we will see. Here I can feel a burr, and you can feel it like this. If you can hear, because here there's something like this, all right? Or by hand. Yes, we have a good burr in this part of the knife, but not in this one. A little bit on the very tip, we need to work more. Okay, if we have a burr, first of all, we clean the edge like this, so we break the burr, and then when we break it, we start to sharp on the other side. I like this kind of systems because you 100% succeed in have a really sharp knife. When you go freehand, it's gonna take a lot of time to learn muscle memory, to understand. It's tricky. With those systems, you go really fast. You reach your goal at the first try, maybe not the first, but if you can understand the meaning of a sharpening system like this, it's really difficult to do stupid things or ruin a knife, because the angle is fixed, so you never change the way you work. What you have to learn, it's to hear or feel what you are doing, because maybe not on this knife, but on really dull knives, the edge it's round. So when you work with the stone on a dull edge, you feel that the stone slide easily. The feeling is the stone doesn't grind because it's a slide on a curved surface, because it's still curved when the knife is dull. When you start to create an edge and you work parallel, so you can feel a different sound and you feel a different feeling in your hands. If we feel the burr all over the blade, if we feel it, we keep going, but we stay less time on one side. So we clean the edge like this, we break the burr, and then we start sharpening again, but we stay less time. Like this, we create a smaller burr, so we can flip the knife, clean it, and then we sharp again. You can use a cork to clean the micro burr like this, and you feel it. I use my nail to hear if I have some micro or bigger chips, or if I still have to work more on one part of the knife. And I feel I have to work more on the very tip because my nail is sliding. And if I try to do here, I can hear that it's sharp. The rest is okay. So I will concentrate more on the very tip. Now, before changing the stone, I will clean again the bevel. I think we have done what we expected to do with the 600 stone, and now we go with something higher just to clean the bevel. Or I can use one of these leather strop. So we clean it, we clean the stone. The stone is really clean and smooth. Here you have to stay really, really light. Don't push at all. Just the weight of the bar. Clean the blade really well because we don't want any grit contamination on the leather strop. We put the leather 15.3, I have to remember. So I put the stone in the center like this, and we go back and we check. It's 15.7, so we have to go down. Now it's 15.3, so it means that the leather strop it's working on the same angle of the stone we worked before. If we want less sharp edge but stronger, we go a little bit higher. So I need to raise up a little bit the bar. If we want a really crispy feel and sharpness, I can stay the same angle. So like this is 15.3, we go a little bit high, 15.5. So 0.2 degrees, so 0.2 degrees higher, because this is not a surgery tool, but it's a kitchen knife. So we just need that it will cut food in the kitchen, nothing special. Of course, when you use the leather strop, never go against the blade, but always away. Otherwise, you will cut the leather strop. You know why I have many leather strop? Because I cut many leather strop. It happens to everybody. When you strop an edge, especially if you go a little bit higher, if you strop too much, you will round the edge. Not round, but you will lose sharpness. I think it's okay. I can take this off. Be careful when you unlock the other. Keep the blade with your hand because it can fall. And now is the test time. I can tell you there's no comparison. It's unbelievable how quick it was this sharpening session, and how perform this standard kitchen knife, just with a 600 and a leather strap. Nothing special, nothing expensive, just a cheap stone. 15 degrees per side, so it means that now the secondary bevel is 30 degrees, and it's a pure joy, pure joy. Bellissimo. Ciao ciao to everybody, kiss from Italy, ciao ciao.